Testing. There we go. Hello everybody, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Ace Combat 4. This was a game for the PS2 that was one of my very first PS2. I didn't put the controller in today. There we go. Well, enough with the GameStop controller that I've had for years. Now, this game is terrific. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's one of my very first. It was one of my very first 3D games. I'm gonna try and be quiet for the story.
I was just a child when the stars fell from the skies. But I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them. And in turn how that cannon brought war upon us. War was an abstract idea, nothing more than a show on TV. As a child, I only saw it as something that happened in some faraway land. Until that final day of summer. One day while on my way to school, I looked up in the skies. A sound like distant thunder. In the blue skies far above me, contrails drew dizzying circles around in a crazy waltz. A battle in the beautiful skies far away. I could not tear my gaze away from them. Death and war. Silhouettes appeared, as if to graze the hills and streak past me. The fighters played the cat or the mouse in turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky. One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the Cape. The same Cape where my family lived. Now they only live in my memories of days past. The victor circled around to confirm the kill. And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow. I will never forget this. The Allies retreated across the ocean before the onslaught of the enemy. Our little town in the heart of the mainland fell into deep isolation.
Sitting Duck, our first mission.
4 years after the planetfall of the Ulysses 1994 XF-04 asteroids, Stonehenge, the Erusian weapon of mass destruction, was originally built to shoot down asteroids. Upon discovering its potential as an anti-aircraft weapon, the Erusians ruled the skies over the mainland. The ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge through airstrikes failed. As a result, strategic positions on the mainland were lost. This in turn forced ISAF to evacuate from the east coast to North Point. ISAF GHQ is regrouping its remaining combat forces at North Point. However, the Erusians control most parts of the mainland, and they have forward deployed bombers to Wrigley Air Base, a former ISAF facility. This bomber force will attempt to deal a lethal blow to the ISAF at North Point from this strategic position.
Now, the first few missions are going to be kind of boring. The videos will be long. I will warn you about that.
Here is the current SITREP and your orders for deployment.
Because some of the missions do
Effective
take a while.
immediately. Enemy agents destroyed our early warning radar network, allowing several bear bombers to penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes, we expect this
Bear
bomber
bombers
formation to strike Allen Ford Air Base and then move on to targets at North Point. Our air defense forces are extremely weak at this point in time. Hence, our GHQ is a sitting duck. It is mission critical that you destroy the bombers and neutralize the threat before they get past Newfield Island. Remember, you are the first line of defense for Northpoint, and the fate of ISAF lies in your hands.
So no pressure then, right? Yeah, basically we gotta take out their fighter escorts, but the main targets are the red bombers. Now, we've only got, I think, one plane. Yeah, see how many other planes there are there? I mean, it's quite a few of them. But we get the F-4E fighter. At the very end is a Su-35, which will be God. I mean, once you get the Su-37, I think it's Su-35 or Su-37, you're pretty much set. Here we go! Mobius 1. Get out of my way! I want to take off! Whee! The graphics aren't the best. Remember, it was an early PS2 game.
AWACS here, call sign Sky Eye. Do you read? Your call sign is Mobius 1.
Whoa.
We'll refer to you by this name at all times. You are now
There
under
we
my
go.
command.
Forget how it
6 bombers
plays.
on vector 360 confirmed. Continue north to intercept.
360 confirmed. Continue north to
Today's my
intercept.
birthday. A victory sure would be nice. Don't let them get past the island.
Okay, so
Keep your guard up.
there they are. Looks like they're not coming. Are they coming at us? I can't tell.
Mobius 1, engage.
Will do. I think you have to be a certain distance for the missiles to do the lock-on feature.
Don't be overeager in pursuing them. Keep an eye on those escort fighters.
Don't be over-eager. I want to blow them up.
Locked on. Fox 2. There's our welcoming party. Let your escorts handle them. Target is bombing the city.
Alright. 1700 for the next one.
Can't get close to the bombers.
And
Fox 2.
Fox 2.
4 targets remaining. Bandits at 11 o'clock. Locked on. Bandits in gun range.
Next one done.
Mobius 1 shot down a bear.
Where's the bears? I'm starting to remember how to play this game.
Strange seeing fighters out this far.
Yes! Haha!
Shot down a bear.
I am going to be thoroughly enjoying this, playing this game.
Over city airspace.
Like, this is one of my favorite games. I actually got to the very hard difficulty, got to next to the last levels before I could not do it. I just could not. They were as good as me. I mean, I was unbelievably powerful back then.
Radar lock.
Got you.
Mobius 1 LMO airbase is on the nose.
Got an extra fighter for it.
This is Allenport. We're under attack.
I
Runway and
know.
facilities are hit. Concentrate on the
Try about it. That's gonna help. I need an element so I
Mobius
can
1,
fire.
Fox 2.
Get you.
1 target remaining. Good job, Mobius 1. Missile hit.
Got you.
Good job, Mobius 1.
Woo-hoo!
Sky Eye, this is Allenport. Got visual on the downed bombers. Whose kill was that? Make sure to thank him.
That's a roundup. Let's go on home.
No, you're welcome. Like that mission wasn't too bad. That was about maybe 10 minutes. But there are some severely long
Thanks
ones
to
in the
your
future.
efforts, the enemy bomber strike was averted. However, our victory will be meaningless should you
And
fail
at
the
the
next
end,
mission.
it'll actually show you how you did by showing the little white line is you. It'll show you every little pivot, every little turn, every little thing you did. I think it's really cool how they added that feature, and I haven't really played the other ones, but I'm hoping to find more copies of the other ones. So I took out 1 MiG-21 and 2 TU Bear bombers, 6 of them. Not 2, 6. Cutscene.
The war seemed to unfold in the blink of an eye. I don't remember exactly when the forces from the west occupied my town. I was too busy scanning the skies day after day, waiting for Yellow 13 to reappear. Before I knew it, everything changed. The language they taught us at school. Our friendly local sheriff disappeared and was replaced by foreign MPs. In the beginning, some people secretly tuned into broadcasts from North Point on their parabolic antennas. But as time passed, the broadcast no longer came in. Maybe the satellites were destroyed. All non-military computer networks were shut down. Gasoline was rationed to civilians. Though we lived in the 21st century, we were reduced to using crystal radios and horse-drawn carts. I moved in with my uncle in town, who used to be a taxi driver. Out of gasoline and out of work, my uncle did nothing but to drown himself in drink. I earned my keep by playing the harmonica in the town bar, the one thing I was good at. I'd play for sullen occupation soldiers in exchange for their charity and loose change, and used the money to support my uncle and myself. My uncle trash-talked the barkeep who catered to the enemy soldiers, but he never refused the money I brought home. As for myself, I had a crush on the barkeep's only daughter, who was a little older than me. Another day passed, yet still no sign of the fighter plane Yellow 13 in the skies above our town.
I always thought it was kind of cool how they did that little storyline, because I actually used to beat the missions just to watch those little cutscenes. At any rate, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, share, and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next video.